All right, hey everybody, it is Napalm Dawn here on G4G. We're on YouTube and we are hot on the heels of the Beta 6 update material that I put out earlier today. We are now doing today's Thursday night fights, which is where I'm going to do 5 PvP battles, and we'll see what turns out. So last week there was a viewer request for Deadpool and Punisher. I'm going to go ahead and honor that and do at least 2 fights with them. The reason why I'm not going to do a full 5 is I don't find that Deadpool and Punisher have the most amount of synergy right now. Deadpool, of course, does have the exploit red boxes ability on his level 9, which is his, essentially the final part in his linear progression, but Deadpool's not working particularly well right now. He should be fine by the time Beta 6 comes out, but he's not putting out his debuffs. He's not really exploiting them well, so I don't really feel like slamming my head in that cabinet door for 5 fights using Punisher and Deadpool for a full 5, so I'm going to do at least 2. My agent has some weapons equipped that I think would fit the team. He's got the Shield Slugger, a little bit of nostalgia for you guys, and also it's very similar to the bat that comes down from Deadpool when he nerfs somebody. I'm going to go with the rocket pistol because I believe that is the kind of gun Deadpool would love. It also looks similar to the guns that he's used in the movies. I have a Frank Castle special, which is not the Batstone. It's not the one that does the AoE and the expose, but it's a single target one. I'm not too sure how I'm going to be able to use it in this, to be honest, because I think it's mostly going to be a lot of rocket pistol. And then the final one is a sword, which is a custom sword of the Barony. It heals and gives healing strike when I hit bleeding people. That doesn't really go along with Punisher or Deadpool, really, as it's not katana based, but I'm doing it for some sustain after hitting bleeding people. We have an unrestricted season that I'm working through right now, so instead of practice fights, we're actually going to do tournament fights. The last 3 fights of the video will be a different team up. So for now, we're going to go ahead and get into it, and as always, there is no ETA on Beta 6 yet. There is no mobile versions of this. You are going to see some differences between when I'm playing, which is 5.9. It is a closed beta tester build. It's internal only. And what you have available, 5.2, has less features and less content available. So that's why there's going to be differences between what you're seeing on my screen and what you have available. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we have Emma and Hercules. We saw this particular team up a few times during the streams this week. I don't think we encountered them last week. The agent is protecting, is an infiltrator, and Deadpool is a scrapper. Deadpool is an obnoxious scrapper because you would think, oh, let me get 2 abilities in 1 turn. Let me hit like bang, 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 and then it'll follow up with sharp, pointy things. So I'll have 2 of my buffs, right? Well, the problem is that bang, bang, bang works off of having OP already going. See the rebuff buffs over there. You want OP from the level 1. So I'm just going to open up with 2 level 1s. Actually, somewhat reasonable damage there, so I'm glad I picked that. I got popped with the custom only for killing, which unfortunately is basically like the psychic tap from Emma. It's going to cause a lot of damage, but I really need to get the bleeds going on the enemy team, so I'm just going to have to suffer the consequences here. Now, I know the agent is going to protect. I would rather hit Emma so that I can get my infiltrator bonus going on, but here we go. Oh, that mental anguish really hurts. That was about 7k worth of damage over there. But the entire team is bleeding and burning, which I could hopefully take advantage of later. My agent is not protecting this week, and that is because Deadpool has healing factor thingy. So we want him to take some hits because he can just regen it back. Punisher could go Scrapper and attack the enemy agent. And I think that is, for now, what I'm going to do. So actually, I'm going to start with the Tangler Grenade, which just about kills him. And then follows up with a huge dagger hit. Actually, wow. That was really, really strong. Alright, we want to work around Hercules because he's a bruiser. And we've got a Scrapper going here, so let's go for Emma. Not that much damage on his level 2, but he should follow up with the level 1. Oh my god, she's gonna organic diamond for each one of those hits. And oh boy. Oh, that's rough. Okay, let's get Healing Strike going and let's attack the Tactician. Oh, Gift of Battle. Alright, it seems I equipped the regular Sword of the Barony instead of the custom, and Mental Anguish did not fall off, which is a bug, so unfortunately it procced twice. But it's 2 on 2, and we are healthier, and as long as we don't Psychic Tap, we're good. Close Quarters Combat, let's switch to Infiltrator, because she is a Tactician. And let's actually keep both of those buffs going. Yeah. Keep forgetting he's going to protect. Still a really solid shot, and follows up with the Scrapper bonus and kills Hercules. Deadpool's gonna go with his 6. And, okay. This team up wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. The only problem was my agent having to suffer the mental anguish twice, which is partly my decision and partly a game bug over there. So let's go into it again. Maybe I actually will stick with them for 5 fights. Okay, Blaster, Infiltrator, and we know he's a Tactician. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, the reason why I'm going to do this is because the grenades do a ton of damage. However, Black Knight protected, so that kind of sucks. Black Knight's probably going to protect again, so I may as well just shoot him. A very big rocket pistol hit. The rocket pistol has been on the shelf for a couple of the videos, mostly because I don't want to bore you guys too much with constantly using it, as it is a strong weapon in Redux right now, and probably will continue to be strong in Beta 6. However, it does fit this team. Black Knight is probably going to protect. I would like to go in on Nightcrawler over there, so we'll just do this. Now, Black Knight and Deadpool could be interesting to team up, because Black Knight would say that Deadpool's level 1 would inflict bleeds, and that could be interesting to try at some point in time. Grenade. Watch what the grenade is going to do when it comes time. Now, you may be wondering, Napalm, why are you not using the van? Isn't the van kind of spectacular? The van is not doing damage right now, and it's not exploiting anything. So that's why I'm not using the van currently. It is broken, but hopefully, again, when Beta 6 comes out, it'll work. May as well get a Infiltrator. Never mind. Turn was up when the switch happened. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a Healing Strike. And even though this isn't the custom version, it's still actually doing a pretty good job over here. Oh god, the Magneto Shield. Yeah, the Magneto Shield is a little bit buggy. However, I think it will not bug out that much if I just kill somebody. So he's got OP. We're going to have to do bang, bang, bang. Kind of afraid of that. But the shield didn't pop, so we're okay. Deadpool's doing his classic stuff. I would love to see the Nerf bat drop or checking the laptop. I think that will be a huge amount of nostalgia for people. I'm going to do Hidden in Smoke. Just because that's never a bad tactic. And let's go ahead and use the Batstone minigun. Oh, it is AoEing. Wow, that's weird. Oh, because I picked the Batstone and not the Frank Castle. Okay. Actually, I picked the wrong gun from my inventory because the models are pretty much identical. So, yeah, I did the AoE one that does expose, but he bleeds out. So then we won't have to worry about the shield popping. Now we have Deadpool against Nightcrawler. He has 2 of his buffs. Oh, Nightcrawler dodges all of them, and then I get a straight-up miss. Wow. Oh, but that worked. Die to dots. Okay. Alright, so maybe I am going to do more of this over here. I was only planning to do it 2 times, but it's working. We haven't seen the Shield Slugger yet, and Deadpool still has a few more passives to pull out. Okay, so let's do some more. Oh, but I should have picked the other gun. Okay, it doesn't matter. Once again, Infiltrator, Agent, Hercules, Emma. Let's do the double level 1s. Which does a really... Oh, this could be bad. Okay. Not bad. And honestly, better than if we had gotten hit with Column Down. Okay. Let's do this. It's kind of hard to figure out when I would use the Batstone in this. I am leaving it in right now. Exposed is a great debuff, but then again, you have to get the rocket pistol out round 1. You get the bleeding and the burning, and then you want to get the healing strike. So really, the Batstone doesn't come into play until like the 3rd round. Let's go Infiltrator off of Emma. Did we take... yeah, so we'll pass the mental anguish this time. We'll go ahead and pass it off because we know it's just going to keep proccing. So I'm going to go ahead and recharge that one. Not super important that I do any actions. We're going to be old and gray by the time all that organic diamond procs. Sweet. There's level up. There's one of the things we were hoping to see from him. Still want to see a Nerf bat. Okay, you pass your turn. And that problem is the fact that Punisher is missing his blaster kit. See, that would come in super handy right now, considering we know we're going to have to hit Hercules. But it is missing from his kit here. And again, something that should be definitely fixed in beta 6. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the tactician version. I did not lose my turn, and I'm going to hit Hercules with the mine. You're going to see why, hopefully, when Hercules takes his turn. Do I attack him? Imba OP. Yeah, I think we should. I mean, if this was doing all the dots or all the, you know, the debuffs that it was supposed to do, it would be worth it, but this should be in the end of Hercules. Oh my god, 38k. Yeah, there is something up with Punisher's mines. They are doing a ton of damage, and that mine right now is the single biggest hit in the beta 5X line. I don't know what'll happen to it in beta 6. Hopefully it sticks around as like a little bit of a trump card when you need it, but we'll see. And unfortunately, the fucking slugger has not gone off yet. This team keeps winning. It keeps being fun. So let's get into fight number 4. Valkyrie and Phoenix. There's a lot of resurrection on this team. And unfortunately, the enemy agent has the Dark Sigil in his hand. That's part of what I was going to go to as a a PvAI or a PvP team after Deadpool and Punisher, but since I'm sticking with them, I'll have to do it a different week. This is super, super dangerous. I mean, any of these Resurrectors are dangerous, but the Dark Sigil is super, super bad. So I want to get rid of the enemy agent as much as possible, and we get a big crit. The rocket pistol. Yeah, beyond having his hit points over here, plus the dots. Alright, so the Scroll of Uncle Bob is not going to affect me, but it would have cleaned their debuffs. Don't use the... Ah, shit, the Dark Sigil. That is so problematic. This is a painful piece of gear right now in PvP. Dark Void and Burning does a ton of damage. Deadpool gets around it a little bit. He is a bruiser, but... Oh! Valkyrie protects because the agent is low. That kind of sneaks up on you with Valkyrie. You forget she's going to do that. And I think I'm in big trouble. I think I'm in super big trouble this fight. Oh God, I think the best thing I could get out a grenade. Okay, a grenade on Phoenix, which maybe will give me an extra turn. Okay, and then I'm going to go... yep, still protecting. Punisher just gave of his life. Let's see what Phoenix does. Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally fine. Punisher was going to die to dots. It's a 1-for-1 trade. They are bleeding and burning, so we can get the healing strike going. Valkyrie decides not to protect. She's tired of this shit. She's like, you're on your own, agent. I'm done with this. I've protected a whole bunch of people. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to go with the swords. Yeah, I'm going to go with the swords because it's more damage. And we're not putting out the debuffs on Deadpool anyway, so raw damage would be better. She does Sacrificial Blessing. We are gonna win this. It was, oh boy. Yeah, that was close. I think we happened to pull a very, very smart move on Punisher by throwing out the mines, knowing full well he was going to die right after that. So we are 4 for 4. Hopefully I don't jinx it. We're about ready to get into the 5th match over here and then see what the Daily Spinner is. Let's stay with the viewer request. Let's give the people what they want. It's not been a bad team. Oh, we have an Infernal Axe over there. We have Rescue, and we have Omega Sentinel. My God. This right here is where everybody's private parts begins to shrivel. This is the defensive team of the century from the early days of PvP. This is what slowed you down in PvP so that whoever you were attacking did not take a lot of defenses. We're going to throw the mine on the agent, who is the first to go. And then I guess we'll go for Rescue. We know the agent is about ready to take an action. He's just going to die to the mine. Oh shit, we take a hot shot. That's scary. It's not super scary. It's only burning. But we do have a melt armor. Okay, yeah, clearly the rocket pistol. Because then we can healing strike off of it later, and we plow Rescue. If Omega Sentinel doesn't switch to her heals, Rescue might fall apart. And actually, I think Deadpool's gonna kill her. Another AoE, but we're already burning. No big deal. We get a lovely counter from my Infiltrator agent. Deadpool's close to death, but he restores himself with a lot of green numbers over there. Yep. Bye, Rescue. Because now you're really going to die to dots. Okay. Crisis averted. The big tank of the group isn't up and running. Omega Sentinel was not helping her team out there. Could have gone heals. We do have a bruiser kit. she is a scrapper. Again, he lost his turn. Let's just use the bat, because we haven't seen the bat yet, so let's do it. Actually, pretty solid hit, and maybe she will take the incapacitation and get stunned. She doesn't. She's gonna kill my agent. But she's gonna die, maybe, because of it? No, she didn't bleed out on that second attack. I think she should have. Okay, there we go. We are 5 for 5 on the viewer request. We have the ever-popular Deadpool and Punisher, and we had a kind of a poop spinner over here. Spinners will not be weighted in Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux. They were weighted in the Playdom era. Each one of these has a 1 in 9 chance of coming up rather than a weighted chance. So this basically is a 2 for 9 spinner. I don't need the PvP energy, but the command points, of course, are always loved. So, yep. Let's get one bonus attack in, because we have not seen Deadpool use his level 9, and I think people certainly love to see that, as it was a major part of his kit. So let's commit to doing it in this fight. And we have, unfortunately, a Magneto shield. We have Heartbreaker and Rescue. So thematically speaking, this is Shields Ahoy. This team does fit. It certainly had. There's a theme going on this team here. Agent Noob Outbot related to Agent Noob Cybot from... Oh my god, this is bad news. This is super bad news. Punisher got destroyed by the Golden Gun. And then the Iron Man addition over there. Wow. Let's kill the agent before the shield is used. Let's hope Rescue doesn't tank. Maybe she'll just do something offensive and not attack Punisher. Oh, okay, she's just going to recharge. Punisher has no dots on him. So I think we're going to go Scrapper on the enemy agent. Tangler Grenade first. And we get a stun, however, he's going to die to the knife. What does Iron Man do? It's AoE, so Punisher is down. It's 2-2, and I think it's fairly even. I don't think anybody right now has the advantage. Let's try to build towards Deadpool's level 9 if we can. Let's try to do it the right way, but we'll use it before combat is over regardless. That's big. That's actually really big. Let's get the healing strike. And I'll have my infiltrator reflexes, and Rescue will die. Okay, we're in pretty good shape. We're in super good shape now that we've healed. Let's see what Iron Man does. He's got a lot of dots on him. We take the AoE missile bombardment, which is burning and bleeding, so they have their own rocket pistol. Yeah, let's do it. It's time for Happy to See You. We're not going to have Totally Broken, but Iron Man is probably going to die, so let's do it. Yeah, it's just average. I mean, the full setup isn't there, but it's just average. It'd be funny if I kill Iron Man with a bat. No, the shield prevented the damage. And he counters with an AoE. There's my boys. So we got the barn door protocol going on. Okay, and there we go. 5 for 5 and 6 for 6 after the bonus fight. We did get to see everything from Deadpool and just about everything from Punisher's kit, except for the missing blaster bonus over there. Wrong gun, but it came in useful in one fight. And the Sword of the Barony instead of the custom Sword of the Barony still pulled a lot of weight. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this Thursday's Thursday night fights. It was a viewer request. Like I said, I initially went into it thinking I was not going to stick with them for all 5 fights, but they did a really good job, and it was not super, super cheesy with Punisher's blinds, although he did take out some very critical targets. So shout out to friends of the channel, Chick Canyon, Darth Plato, all the rest of you guys who routinely are showing up to the Thursday night fight comments and saying something down below. If you do happen to have any season 1 requests, you know, similar to what I did over here, you can go ahead and put them down in the comments, but try to have it be a reasonable theme team. Try to have it be 2 people who make sense that go together, like, say, Scarlet Witch and Magneto, it's family, or Colossus and Magic, it's family, or Iron Man and War Machine, or, you know, stuff like that. Let me show you my roster first, because there are certain people you may think that I have, but I don't, so I can't use them. So I've got everybody up to Havoc. I'm supposed to have Havoc and Pym, but their recruitments were bugged. So you can request anything all the way up to Angel, with the exception of Havoc and Pym. And maybe by next week, I'll actually have Vision unlocked. I really believe I should. So I would say Vision would be on the table there for the request. So I will see you Tuesdays and Wednesdays on my stream on Twitch, or I'll see you on Discord or Facebook. And if not, I'll see you for next Thursday's Thursday Night Fights here on G4G. Have a good one.